What's going on, guys? It's Colton from Ledger HQ, and I'm bringing you guys a challenge video, whether we can bring $100 into $500. Now, everything's going to be explained in the video, but I just wanted to show you guys a quick clip of one of the trades I hit for this challenge. It's insane, and you guys don't want to miss out. Oh my God, no fucking way! Can you really turn $100 into $500 trading? That's exactly what I'm going to attempt over the next month, but here's the catch. I'm not gambling this account. I'm treating it exactly like I would a $10,000 account. Every trade will follow strict risk management, clear setups, and zero emotional decisions. By the end of this challenge, we'll find out whether discipline can outperform impulse. All right, guys, here's the challenge. I'm starting with $100. My goal at the end of 1 month is $500. That is a 500% return. This is definitely not typical. It's actually very ambitious. With my years of experience with trading, I'm going to straight up tell you guys that this is actually going to be a very hard challenge for me. The sole purpose of this challenge isn't to prove that trading is easy. It's to show how I think through each trade, how I manage risk, and how I stay disciplined with such a small account. So with this big challenge, there's obviously going to be some rules that I'm going to have to follow. My first rule is going to be risk management. Now, risk management varies from person to person and obviously on port size, but with us only having $100, I'm going to follow a super simple common sense strategy that even you can use. Now, I'm not risking more than 1 or 2% of my port on each trade. Now, as my account grows, say that I'm at $200, well, now I can take that 2% and I can go to like 5 or 6% because as my account grows, so does my position. But to counteract that, if my account shrinks, so does my position size. So say I'm at $100 and that goes down to $50. Well, guess what? Now I'm only strictly doing 1% and a max 10, 15 times leverage. My second rule is my max daily loss. Now, with my couple years of experience with trading, I've definitely felt that anger after losing a trade, and I really want to revenge trade that. But in this challenge, I'm going to strictly stay away from that. If I lose 3 trades in one day, I'm completely done. There's going to be no revenge trading, and there's going to be no trying to get my money back for that day. I can always come back the next day. Now, my third and final rule of this challenge is only A+ setups. Simply put, if my setup isn't there, I don't trade. I'm not going to trade just because I'm bored. Another thing I forgot to mention with the rules is my trading journal. One thing that's going to be non-negotiable throughout this whole challenge is keeping a trading journal. This will actually help you guys understand your mind and your thought process on the trades that you're taking yourself. After every single trade, whether it's, a win or a loss, I'm going to write down exactly why I took that trade, where I entered, where I exited, how much I risked, and most importantly, what I learned from it. A lot of traders only focus on the money that they make or lose, but I honestly think the real growth comes from reviewing your own decisions. Now, I want you guys to try and get the money aspect out of your head. You need to start thinking percentages. You want to start getting an average of 5%, 6% on the day between your 2, 3 trades that you take. A really good thing about the journal is if you make a mistake, you want to catch it so you don't repeat it. Even if you follow your plan perfectly, even if the trade loses, that's still a successful trade in my eyes because you stayed disciplined. By the end of this challenge, I'll have a complete record of every trade, every lesson, and every improvement I made along the way. And if you guys really want to check out my trading journal, I'll actually have it posted in the Ledger HQ Discord, so that way you guys can see my thought process. Now let's talk about the strategy I'm using. I'm not going to break down every single rule in my strategy in this video because that would just take way too long, but I am going to show you guys a brand new strategy that I have been backtesting and it has a 45% win rate. So the first thing I focus on is market structure. I want to know who's in control, either the buyers or the sellers. Once I identify the trend, I am not going to be chasing the trend or I'm not going to be chasing the price. That only loses you money and it's not going to be following this very specific strategy. Instead of chasing, I'm actually going to be very patient. Patience is very key, and that's why a lot of new traders Even traders that have a couple years experience lose out on a lot of money is because they're not patient. But patience is key, and we're going to wait until we get into those areas that we're interested in where we can enter. Once we're in a position where I think I want to enter, multiple things need to line up for my confirmation. I don't just buy or sell because a price reaches a certain level. Every trade also has to meet my minimum risk to reward requirements. Simply, if the trade doesn't look good from a risk perspective, I just don't take it. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to trade in every move. I'm only looking for the highest probability setups. And again, guys, patience is the number one key in any trade that you take. So my plan and what you'll see with this challenge. Now, I'm not going to be making $400 in one lucky trade. That's just theoretically impossible unless you have a big port. But in this case, we only have $100. Now, instead of making that $400 in one big trade, we're going to have small, consistent wins because consistency builds your port, not that one big trade. What you'll see is everything. I'm going to win. I'm going to lose. I'm going to make mistakes and I'm going to have bad days, but there's going to be no hiding and you're going to see everything in this entire journey. Before I get into this trade, guys, I just want to give a little disclaimer. This is not financial advice in any means. I'm documenting my own trading journey. Just remember that trading is risky and you can lose your money. Never trade money you can't afford to lose and always do your own research. And with that, let's get into this trade. So following the first part of our strategy, right, is that we're looking at market structure. Now, if I were to delete everything, let's delete everything that I have. Now, I just want you to pause the video and see what trend we're in. Just from this screenshot, what trend are we in? Well, if you have a brain, it's an uptrend. So we can mark out a recent low, and we could just go to the uptrend. Now we want to find different points with the uptrend, right? We don't want to just find, oh, like we could just see it, right? So when you're putting your trend line, you want to see, okay, well, we have one bounce, came up, two bounce, three bounce breakthrough. So that's a good thing to mark out. Another thing that you guys want to understand and try to figure out too is your fair value gaps. Now, a fair value gap, if you guys didn't know, is off of 3 candles. So this fair value gap that I just put out is 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to go off of the first top wick and the third bottom wick, and that creates your fair value gap. Now that we've marked out the trend on the 1 hour time frame, we're going to go ahead and jump to the 15-minute time frame. So now that we're on the 15-minute time frame, we can do a closer inspection of our trend line. Now with the market structure, it came up, it came down, irrespective of the trend line, came up, consolidated, came down, consolidated again, came up, and we had a breakthrough. Now that we have a breakthrough, right, we can go ahead and jump down to the 1 minute. So now that we're on the 1 minute time frame, this is where you want to enter your trades in. So we're going to do a closer inspection with our trend line. So we had an obvious breakthrough, but the thing is that we had a couple retests. So with those couple retests and it's respecting it on the downside, we're going to look at entering a trade. Now, doing a closer inspection when it came up and consolidated, we have equal highs. Now, it's not perfect, but we do have equal highs. So I'm expecting a big breakdown. So I'm going to take my Fibonacci tool and I'm going to put it at the recent high and at the low. It kind of consolidated in my golden zone, so that gave me confirmation that I need to enter this trade. Now I'm going to put my stop loss just right here at the above the recent high, just in case it comes and retests this trend line again, which I'm not expecting it to. But this play obviously held out well into my favor and also hitting full TP for a max win of $20. Now, I know that might not seem like a lot, but we have 30 days in this challenge. Now, I could have held out down more for a bigger win, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to make that $400 win. I'm here to make consistent trades. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up day 1 of the challenge. If you guys like this video and you want to see more, do what you do best. hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. We want to make more videos for you guys, and also let us know what you guys want to see. If that's educational videos or anything of the sorts, just let us know and we'll probably make it. Today was a good day too. We ended on green for a P&L. Usually that doesn't happen, but today was a good day and let's count our blessings. The goal isn't to get rich overnight. It's to stay disciplined, follow the rule set, and let the consistency work over time. Now, we have a long way to go to see if we can get this account to reach over $500. And honestly, I have no idea how this challenge is going to end. If you guys want to see the trades as they happen instead of waiting for YouTube videos to come out, on the Ledger HQ Discord, me and Dylan post all of our analysis, our watch list, and what we're looking for trades throughout the week. The link will be in the description if you guys want to check it out.